Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the ever-widening rearview mirror of racing game history, Formula GP on the PlayStation 1 is a title that's all too easy to miss. Released quietly during an era dominated by heavyweights like Gran Turismo, TOCA Touring Car Championship, and F1 97, Formula GP never quite made it to the podium in the eyes of mainstream gamers. But here in 2025, with a quarter century of hindsight, it's time to look again at this underdog racer and see how it holds up. Now, let's be honest, graphically, the game doesn't hold a candle to modern-day racing sims or even the PS1's more polished entries. The textures are muddy, the car models are blocky, and the draw distance is, well, it's trying. But that's not to say it lacks charm. There's something oddly endearing about the jagged edges and jittery frame rate. In 2025, retro gamers look for authenticity, and Formula GP delivers that in spades. The menus are pure late 90s design, functional, no fluff, just racing. What Formula GP does nail, however, is an atmosphere. There's a certain grit to its circuits, a rawness to its engine sounds, unrefined, but honest. And it doesn't try to dazzle you with cinematics or fancy effects. It just wants you to race. This is where the game quietly flexes its muscles. While Gran Turismo was revolutionizing the genre with deep customization and lifelike handling, and F1 97 was carving out the official simulation niche, Formula GP lands somewhere in between. It's more forgiving than the hardcore sims, but it's not quite arcade. Think of it as the B-tier cousin that understands racing fundamentals, but doesn't insist you memorize brake ratios to enjoy it. The handling is snappy, sometimes overly so. Cars tend to fishtail if you're not gentle, but it gives players a sense of speed and danger. The AI isn't brilliant, but it's aggressive enough to keep you on your toes. And the best part, it's accessible. Even in 2025, where complexity often defines quality, Formula GP reminds us that simplicity, done right, can still be fun. Let's set the stage. Gran Turismo was redefining the genre with deep customization and lifelike handling. TOCA was giving players the full motorsport experience with licensed teams and realistic physics. Formula GP didn't try to outdo them, it went its own way. It skipped the licensing fees, the tuning menus, and the realism arms race. Instead, it focused on delivering a pure racing experience with its own identity. It's closer in spirit to Ridge Racer or Wipeout, but without the style over substance feel. You don't play Formula GP to be wowed, you play it to race. So where does Formula GP stand today? In 2025, retro gaming has become a serious business. Speedrunners, modders, and preservationists are all shining a light on forgotten titles like this one. Formula GP is being re-evaluated, not as a top-tier legend, but as a respected mid-carder that deserves more love. It's a game that captures the essence of late 90s design, unpolished, ambitious, and honest. Is it the best PS1 racer? No, but is it worth your time? Absolutely. It's a reminder that the racing genre wasn't just shaped by the titans. It was built, lap by lap, by games like Formula GP that dared to be different. If you're tired of hyper-realism, endless microtransactions, and career modes that feel like spreadsheets, give Formula GP a shot. It's not perfect, but it is real in a way that many modern games have forgotten, and sometimes that's exactly what we need.